All right, baby, let's go. 10th Prestige. Fucking take two. Let's go. You guys need to go back and watch my previous video. It only takes time, or it's only amount of time, whatever. Like, it's only a matter of time before I fucking collapse these fucking vaginal pieces of trash. All right, so check this out. I don't even know where to begin, but like, I've been just pretty much on my toes, noticing every move that these cowards make. And taking it to the next level. So let's just start off with this. All right, so I base my whole targeting on my shielding. All right, so the ear detox or ear cleansing, whatever you want to call it, whenever I've used certain things, right? I can, like, if I don't know if you've ever been like in a swimming pool, or if you ever taken a shower and you hold your nostril and you push pressure, like air, like if you were trying to breathe out of your nostril but you don't, you close your mouth and you put pressure, and your eardrums will pop. So you can pop your eardrums, and you can suck in air and do the opposite and suck your eardrum in, if you know how to do it. It's hard to explain, but it's a technique that I've learned. So you can pop them out and suck them in. And that's like when you have water in your ear or whatever, you could, like, just like when you have a stuffy nose, you've done it. You've popped your eardrum and like pressed air, and it'll clear your nose passage, and then it'll kind of reclog itself again. But this is the way that, like, I'll test some of the liquids. So like sometimes when I'm using the olive oil, I'll do that to my ear while the oil's in there, and it even gets more embedded into the ear, and so like it'll fucking get like deeper into the inner ear. And what ends up happening is, like, it ends up shaping some type of like mold of, not like a molding, not mold. It's like a molding, and it hardens, but not like where it's really very hard. It's just hardens very soft, and you can feel it in your ear. And so like sometimes, like, since I've been doing this for a long time, my ear felt literally clogged. I couldn't pop it anymore. I would try to press it out, and it would just be like just locked in, and I was just like, fuck. It kind of felt weird, and I wanted to open it up. So I know that I was using oils, and like whenever it dries out, whenever you use water, it'll like open it back up. So like I'll just put water in there, and I'll put a earplug over it, and then I'll just let the water sit there, and it'll start dissolving. It'll start dissolving whatever is in my ear, and it'll start opening up the passage, especially if I get a Q-tip and have water in my ear and like just keep trying to like swish it around and clear the way. So once I opened it up, and whenever I do this, whenever like I get annoyed of my ear being a certain way, like, even though I know that it's good to have it that way, if you have it that way, I would suggest to leave it alone. Because if you open it up, you're gonna have to close it up. But sometimes what ends up happening is, like, the targeting will get like where they'll be able to control my sleep. So like I'll be able to block the sound, I'll be able to block a lot of the energy weapons, but like they'll be able to control my sleeping habits, and I'll get tired at work. And that's why I was like, fuck, I don't want this to happen. So I was just like, I'm gonna just reset it and like try to do it again. I'll close it again if I need to, but I'm gonna see what happens. So it's always a gamble when you open it back up. At least for me, that's how I feel, and that's what I've experienced. So I opened it back up, right? And this is an ongoing battle, because like they're always trying to find a way. So I already knew, like, all right, I'm gonna fucking have some perp ass shit. Like, my targeting's gonna go up. As soon as I go outside, I have cars waiting for me, and I had my body camera. I can show you the footage, but it's not really that good footage. So because it doesn't zoom, or it's not really that good quality. But I'm just gonna explain to you guys what happened, and I'm gonna explain to you guys what I'm gonna do about it, and pretty much, certain steps. This is a whole bunch of things I'm gonna talk about right now. Very, very crucial and detrimental evidence that's gonna fucking collapse these fucking vaginas around me. So, I left my house. I seen a bunch of gang stalking on the way, and I was just like, I took another route. Usually, I always take the same route, but I took another route, and I was like, I bet you I'm gonna run into the fire department. And if I would have had my HCV 180 Panasonic camera that has 80 times zoom on it, I could have recorded a perfect video and showed you guys, like, even though multiple times I have evidence, but I love when I think beforehand, whenever I know I open up a passage, I know that these coward clowns, or whenever my targeting changes and I know that it does, I know that these coward firefighters fucking wait for me. So like, I fucking pulled up right behind them. I was like half a block away from them, and they were parked in front of a Rally's, a hamburger place. And I was like, fuck, I knew it. And they were right on the street that my job's on. Like, you go down that street, you drive down a block or two, and you'll get to my job. So I seen them, and I just turned around, and I went around the block the opposite way. And I could have just been like, boom. I was like, look, these motherfuckers are parked right here. They're trying to intercept me. I bet you if I was going down another street, they would have fucking put their sirens on and passed right by me. And it's always close proximity that they want. So I seen them. This would have been perfect footage, dude. I seen them. I'd have been like, all right, I'm gonna go around. Watch, these fuckers are still gonna be waiting for me, and they're gonna pass. I went around the block. I was only like 2 blocks away from my job, and I went around another way that I usually don't go, so I can have more like visual of where they're coming from. And lo and behold, yup, bam, they were fucking coming down the block, fucking with their siren on. And they had just left from this hamburger place, so they had no reason, like, to be around there. Like, they were lingering around there, and that's what they do. They'll try to still intercept me. Like, they'll try to pretend like they're fucking still on a call or some shit. And yeah, they put their fucking sirens on, and they took off. And I waited till the sirens went further away from me, and I got distance. And then I went, and I looked down the street, and bam, I seen where they were at. I seen the direction that they were in. So I was like, all right, I have time to get to my job. I'm only like almost like a block away. So I kind of just crossed the street real quick, and I'm on a bike. So it's easier for me to cross streets on small streets. So like, I can just fucking dodge these fucking cowards. So I just went, pulled up to my work, locked my bike, and went inside. All right, so later on, so first of all, I'm gonna be carrying my camera with me all the time. Whenever I know for a fact that I know that they're gonna be around, and just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna be recording. So what I did was I bought a bike mount. I bought a bike mount for my camera. So that shit's gonna go on my fucking bike, so I don't have to be fucking fiddling around with that shit. And I bought 128 gigabyte fucking storage, so I'm gonna be recording all these fucking Muppets, right? I also took a picture of the router that's at my job, and I still actually need to review it, but I don't think it even has a name brand on it, which is weird. Like, that shit's fully constructed metal, and it doesn't have any fucking like name brand on it, which is like, that's fucking weird, bro. That's even more sus. Because on my last video, they put a router like right on the lane that I work in. And because they were losing information, like they're messing, my targeting wasn't on point when I was leaving my job. I mean, it was somewhat, but they needed to be like conditioning me at work. And so they installed this router there, and it doesn't have any like brand, serial number, no fucking like, I have to zoom in on that shit, but I gave it a good look. I even like, I got 20/20 vision. I didn't see no fucking, label or nothing, no name brand. So that's kind of sus to me. I don't know, bro, but I got a, what's it called? a humidifier and some hydrogen peroxide, because I know that like whenever you're feeling sick or even just in general, just doing it because I know that they fucked up my lungs when they started spraying shit. And I just want to do like breathing in of the hydrogen peroxide. This one I actually just accidentally just found, but it has no added additives or whatever. It's like natural, pure, fucking supposedly hydrogen peroxide, food grade. So I'm gonna put that in the humidifier, breathe a couple of breaths of that. Just leave it by me sometimes whenever I want to use it. You can add water to it, distilled water or whatever water. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I ordered two more cameras because one in the front is fucking up, and I'm gonna replace that one. And I ordered another camera because I'm gonna buy a 2x4, nail it into the front of my yard so that it can get a view of the streets, because I'm tired of these fucking fruitcakes keep lingering around my house, and I want to be able to capture their asses. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna install that later on. I don't want to do that today, but I already received the camera. I also got a water filter that's gonna be filtering out my water. Also, I'm gonna be bathing with that water. So by me making money, I'm able to buy the necessities that I need. And luckily I live with people that I can trust besides my sister. I don't really trust that bitch. And she's a fucking perp in my book. So a lot of these people that supposedly are called my friends, obviously I don't know for sure, but if I've seen things in the past that assures me more on what side you're on. But my family, I know my mom wouldn't fuck with my shit, and I know my dad wouldn't fuck with my shit. So when I leave my stuff here, I can leave it here as long as somebody's here and it won't be fucked with. But if just to be safe, you should carry your shit. Anything that you take, supplements or cleansing stuff for your ears, anything that's going into your body besides your food. I mean, you even should keep an eye on your food. I'd put a fucking lock on my fridge just in case. Put fucking booby traps, like little things to know that if somebody opened the fridge or something, opened my door. Put fucking like 10 different booby traps that fucking you would know if somebody entered your house, because then you'll know not to eat the shit, or you can have an idea and then you'll be able to know for sure. So I don't like second guessing stuff. I like to know for sure. I forgot what else I ordered. I ordered this freaking speaker because I'm gonna fucking be blasting some music. I ordered a RFID mouth cover mask, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure really if it works or not. But I ordered this wool. I know wool. Wool is fucking good. It's a good material, so you can order beanies. This is the one that I ordered, but it's made out of wool. And this is the little face mask here. So pretty much, bro, I'm covering all angles. All right. So look, peep this. Let me see if I have it on here. One sec. All right, so I do have it on here. All right, so after the fucking fire department tried to intercept me on my way to work. I went to work thinking it was going to be a normal day, and the first few weeks that I worked at my job, I was working with a lot of different ingredients: sugar, baking soda, just all kinds of different ingredients. I can't remember the names too, and this is one of them. And I had a allergic reaction, and I got like this rash. It was like a little small rash, nothing major. Went to the doctors. They just said, it's probably because you're sweating and the ingredients, got on your skin, whatever. So they took me off of being a mixer, and they put me in a press. So I've been working on the press ever since. But that day, which was Friday, that just was yesterday, they put me to, I would say, mix. They put me to pour ingredients. So what you have to do is you have to cut open these bags and pour them into this metal machine that sucks up the powder and sends it to all the other machines that need it. So they told me to do this, and I was just like, well, one of the main supervisors had moved me to be on the press, so I just wanted to make sure it was okay with him, because like this one supervisor, he keeps on trying to put me to mix ingredients, and I don't want to, because you breathe in all this bullshit. First of all, you have to have the proper mask, which they haven't given me, and you have to have the proper gloves, because what it says right here is safe handling instructions. Raw flour is not ready to eat and must be thoroughly cooked before eating. Do not eat or play with raw dough. Wash hands, utensils, and surfaces after handling. So obviously, this stuff, you're not supposed to be touching it. It says on the fucking instructions. It's not probably, hazardous or anything like that. But what I want to do is call the company, the manufacturer of this company, and ask them what is their procedure in handling this, and what kind of chemicals, and why does it say that on the front packaging. I could even Google it, which we're going to do right now, and find out what's exactly in this stuff. Okay, because I don't want to be stupid and be breathing this shit in for days on end at a job. If you think about how the government is spraying shit in the sky, you don't think that they're going to be putting shit in the food, and you're touching the main ingredients that people are ingesting, that is helping the government to fucking track people. You know what I mean? Like nanotechnology, whatever the fuck it is, the fungus, the whatever, yeast, I don't know, all that shit. Um, and I was feeling weird because I was like, all this shit gets kicked up, all this dust, even though that machine is sucking in a lot of it, a lot of the dust gets kicked back at you, and you're getting it all over your hands and whatnot, on your clothes, because it's a messy job. So I want to be aware of my surroundings and the things that I'm involving myself with. So you have to be smart and just look into things. Like, it doesn't take, even though you don't want to do it, at least find the reason why you shouldn't be. So that when you go over there, you know what to tell your job. Like, for instance, if they want me to keep doing this shit, I'm going to tell them, first of all, I'm going to order my own fucking mask and tell them to reimburse me, because I know they're not going to have one available for me. They're going to be like, oh, we need to order one. I'm not waiting for that shit. And I'm not fucking opening the bags without it, because I'm not risking my health for this job. And if I tell them that, they're gonna understand. They're gonna be like, okay, well, that's understandable, because I don't want to be breathing that shit in, and it's for my own health benefits. I don't give a fuck what it is, if it's safe or not. I don't want to breathe it in. That's my choice. All right, and if they don't like it, they could suck a fat one. You gotta be smart, and you gotta know what the fuck you're doing, because these fucking cowards and the system is built to fuck you over. And you, even if there's nothing wrong with it, I still have to take precaution, because this is the world that we live in. Like, there is a lot of dangerous shit out there, a lot of chemicals that you shouldn't be handling, and they're still putting it in the food. They're still putting it in the fucking fluoride in the water. They're still putting fucking chemicals in the water, chlorine and all this shit that's not good for you. All right, so right now I'm gonna Google this Graincraft Chattanooga, whatever. All right, hold on. Let's see. Hold the fuck up. Okay, so this is the actual company right here. I'm gonna call them and talk to them. I can't do it right now because I don't think it'll let me record. It won't let me use the audio. So Miller, the Lars Independent Miller for fucking pizza, whatever the fuck. Graincraft. So these are the actual fucking, I guess the fucking harvesting plant things that, you know, that hold all the grain, and they pour them into the bags and stuff like that. So, grain craft ingredients. Combustible dust may form combustible dust in the air, so obviously it's flammable. Keep away from heat sparks, ground, blah blah blah. Surfing. So this is actual information about the product. This isn't just bullshit. You gotta fucking do your research. And so this shit's getting in my eyes. I mean, there's micro dust floating around. You're breathing this shit in. It's going into your lungs. It's going into your eyes. You know, micro little fucking specks. What the fuck? They're saying like all this shit, like give mouth to mouth and fucking all this crazy shit. What is this? Okay, most important symptoms and effects both acute and delayed. Okay, asthmatics, allergic, hypersensitive person, sensitive to grain products, does may cause irritations of skin, eyes, blah blah. Moderate severe symptoms of cough, respiratory conditions, hazardous, no hazardous decomposition data available. Keep away from heat, blah blah. Avoid dust generation when handling product to minimize dust explosion potential. Okay, that's not good. Specific containers, spillage. Okay. Shit, did I skip a page? What the fuck? That shit just fucking scrolled down on its own. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at now. Avoid this generation handling. Keep container tightly closed. Trying to see like the shit that, you know, that probably doesn't talk about, like, or it's hard to find, like if it spreads fungus or something like that. There's not. Long exposure to dust causes blah blah. Respiratory problems. Anyways, this shit's. I just want to fucking get to it. I don't like fucking being here all day. I got a lot of shit to talk about. Disclosure statement. Put like health risks. Like if they put certain bad ingredients. Hmm. Anyways, I have to know what I'm looking for to like narrow down what the fuck I'm trying to search, but for the most part, shit, there's nothing like that I see that's too bad. That's not that that red flag or whatever. Oh shit, I'm laying down and my back is tensing up. Okay, so okay, so like let's see, raw flour, health risks. Does not look like raw food, but in most flours, raw meat. It means it hasn't been treated to kill germs that cause food poisoning. E. coli, whatever. This harmful germs can contaminate grain while it's still in the field or ingredients. Okay, so first of all, what do they spray on the wheat, right? So it's grown in the wheat, so the pesticides, whatever the fuck, is it organic? Is it not? With the pesticides they're spraying. I mean, dude, it's there's gonna be fucking some bullshit in it, bro. Like I'm pretty sure there is. I just don't know what the fuck to look for, and I'm not taking a risk. And if I was the perp ass government, how would I be fucking mandating people or companies to put in certain ingredients that they think is good, but they don't really know? It's like in the fine print, very small, that they're adding this certain ingredient to something that is supposed to be healthy or something that is known not to cause any bad effects, but they're adding other shit to it and not really telling anyone or just like slipping it in the ingredients. And that's how they would get all this bullshit into the food somehow. So, in my opinion, that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like that's how they're fucking contaminating everyone. If they're not doing it by the sky, they're doing it by the food. So yeah, I mean, you just gotta watch out. You gotta fucking look up everything, watch your shit, watch what you eat, so you don't get taken advantage of and like keep having this cycle and trying to have to detox and cleanse yourself and freaking have to deal with bullshit. So, so that's that. I'm gonna move on to the next subject. So I don't really have too much to talk about. They're like making me super freaking sleepy for some reason. I literally took like 5 minutes or 10 minutes just like almost falling asleep. Um, my supervisor is obviously a perp. I'm catching people at work like talking to each other. As soon as I turn the corner and look at them, they'll like look at each other. If the targeting's off, they'll look at each other and make like these stupid faces and like walk away. And then when the targeting's on, they'll like, I don't know, just play stupid and like just, it's fucking retarded. See, like right now, shit, I'm already falling asleep. God damn it. Anyways, yeah, I'm, but I'm putting them in their place, and not only that, but like I'm gonna freaking get some other shielding too, and it's gonna be on and cracking. So I'm not worried about it. I'm enjoying my weekend. I hope you guys too. Um, I'm gonna freaking probably get some rest and then party up in a little bit. Um, if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to comment. Oh, and then the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you guys the earplugs that I use. Actually, so these are one of the ones that I recommend. But any kind that look like this that are shaped in this manner are pretty good. So they sell some at CVS. If you look for these type of earplugs, they'll look yellow on the end, on the back end. They won't be see through, but those actually work well too. And sometimes I'll even put like the stem of a Q-tip because there's like a hole on the back, and what ends up happening is that hole releases pressure from your ear. So one side I'll put a Q-tip jammed in that hole, and then the other side I'll just leave it alone and leave it as normal. What ends up happening is it throws the equilibrium off your brain because one side of the earplug is different than the other. Even if you don't put an earplug on the other side of your head, sometimes it's just good to use one earplug. But these are my top go-to right here, and then I have some other ones that I actually want to order. Yeah, as I was saying, I wasn't sure if it recorded or not, but these are the earplugs that I use. Any ones that look like this are good. The same design. Um, these are my go-to, and then there's a few other ones too that you can use. But if you look up, you can find your own type that you like. But I like these. I've tested a lot of earplugs, trust and believe. These ones are one of the best ones that I've tried because the softness, it doesn't hurt your ear. It's just like they last a while. It's just that you can lose them easily. So there's a few other ones that I want to show you guys, but I have to go digging in my like order history. I don't want to do that right now, so I'm just end this video on a good note, and hopefully I teach you guys something, and you guys can work, get things done and try to fucking live your life, with the relief that hopefully I can give anybody out there suffering from this coward ass system. I'm not gonna stand for it. I'll fight to my last breath.